Alright guys, we're doing something a little special for Pato's 200th show. This is the bubble special. I'm going to preview Morpherville. Good stuff guys. Race 1's for the 2-year-olds over 1,000. Look, top weight Moishwazi won very well last start. It beat anything that moves, and look, anything that moves, look, the winner all bar the post, and the other thing looked like ran second all bar the post, and they reversed it round. You probably have these two in the Quinella with race experience. Pottery, look, it was very average on debut, and who knows about these first starters. I'll probably have a Quinella 1 and 2. Move on to the second race, the 3-year-olds, 1,400 metres, the handicap population. This thing ran third to Mr. Shard and Sistine Angel as a 2-year-old. Now that's pretty cracking form. It's had a solid preparation, it's never been far off, and you'd expect it to be in the money again. Mystic Moment posted its first up win in the maiden, and it went on to do it again in town, won well. Look, it might be around the finish again as well. I can see it running the place for sure. Metallic Grey out to 1,400 looks to suit, but look, I don't think it'll be winning, that's for sure. My King Oath looks to have lost its action last start. Didn't like the way it was galloping at all. Probably won't worry this lot, I wouldn't say. Well said. The same, I can't see it winning. And Our Little Treasure, no thanks, not for me. I'd just go 1 and 2 Quinella again, 1 from 2 probably. Moving on to race 3, it's 3-year-old fillies, 0 to 75, 1,250 metres. The Taos looks a promising type, and you probably follow it after its first up run. Jesse's Miss, good debut win after falling out of the gates. Another one of Lawrence Hill's street cries, and might be up to this sort of class. The 3 means a lot. Look, D. Weir, he doesn't miss when they go to Adelaide, do they? You just got to back him, I suppose. Sister Swank, look, I had excuses the last 2, but it looks to be a bit of a bridesmaid, place chance. Spirited Princess, look, former New South Wales galloper, now trained by Philip Stokes, was a good trialler. Keep an eye on it, unsure what to think. Dan's a Lady, wait to see till it gets out to a mile, I think. Little Bond Street, spotted Boom Sire, Fastnet Rocks, only had the 1 starter, wasn't too great, but we probably want to see that. Although Nathan Tinkler's horses have gone to Adelaide after going real horrible in Sydney and won, so in saying that, keep your eye on it. Angel Eyes, another one looking for a trip. Probably take 3 from 1 and 4. Moving on to the 4th, 1,400 metre, 0 to 71. King of the Sun, first up, shouldn't concern. Mysteria, look, it's got its best form in fillies and mares races. Should be running on, but I'm sceptical whether it'll be winning. Have another one, look, it's going well in the bush, it's not the worst in this race, place chance. Finistar, 2,000 back to 1,400, doesn't tickle me at all. Or maybe it's a mile back to 1,400, look, I still don't like it. Taste of Energy, look, it looks best at about a mile and beyond, so look for it to get home. Dubai Storm, good win last start and probably can keep going. Exalted Ladies, probably going to need a couple more runs, I would say. Take Charge. Look, this thing was a second up winner as a 2-year-old, but that was its last win. It was a great effort getting home last start, but don't see it winning either. Madaris, 9-year-old. If this thing wins, I'll be very surprised. And the 10 Fratram, I'd suspect is running at Kangaroo Island and will be scratched from Morpherville. 6 from 2 and 3. Moving on to race 5, the sprint 1,000 metre race. Golden Snip, the old timer, he's racing with a bit of zest, but he'll probably take a couple of runs to try and catch these ones, or a couple of days I think. Broken, look, Broken New Year's Eve was just average. I can't forgive the fact that he's only won 1 race since May last year, so look, it'd be around the mark, but he just finds it hard to win now. Bella, good form this prep and can be in the finish. I see it around 4 and 5th. Immortality grew another leg for Whittle when it joined his camp, 1-2 on the trot, but can't see it beating these. Sterling Grove, look, this is the only special for the day, I think, on the race card, and if you can get better than 2 to 1 on, just back it. It's nominated for the Newmarket, and it's on the 5th line of betting at $26. That's how much the punters respect this thing. It's 1-4 from 8. Won well over the Carnival in Melbourne, and look, if it wins again in Adelaide, I'll be tipping they're going east with it next start. Flying Merkel, look, the last 2 are okay, but I'd prefer it in easier grade. It wouldn't trouble Sterling Grove if it does. Wow. Hunas, I think, will be in the Kensington Stakes in Melbourne. So we'll take Sterling Grove to win, Daylight second, Broken third probably. Race 6, 1400 metre, banded 71. Sadrach. Well, it's been a bit average of late. The drop in class will help and the claim will help, but I don't know, maybe it runs the place. Atlanta Falcon was a nice win first up in South Australia for Thompson. I think it can go on and probably win this. Cruising Eagle, last win, February 09. Goes okay first up, but we'll be watching that one. Dark Knight should improve on its first run in South Australia, but once again we'll be watching it. Borat, not first up, look beyond a mile, 1800. Dubai Dawn. Look, it's third up. Last time it was third up, it was 1600, dropped back to 1550, and it got the bickies. It's third up again from a mile, no, 1500 back to 1400. So, look, I can't see why it can't win again. Balfour's got the magic touch, and they're going alright at the moment. Dashing Dole, last win October 09, can't see it winning. Gold Vintage, I think this thing's been up for over a year, I can't see it winning. It just wants to go to sleep, for Christ's sake. Pick the Fence, given it, even with a flyweight, if Jackson takes 3 kilos off, I don't see it winning. Bellarosana, look, top 2 runs since coming from Darwin, but it's still a maidener, and yeah, if it runs a slot, you'd be happy, wouldn't you? 2 from 1 and 6. Race 7, 1400 metre, banded 86, Candle. Led last start and knocked up, but the run was still pretty good. Third up to the 1400 probably suits. Grand Zig 9-year-old, no. Koleski, look, I backed it last start at the Valley. It led. It didn't look to have gone too hard, although they ran a bit of time. This is probably its class and can be around the finish indeed. Egyptian Lover might need a run or two. It's probably a place chance at best. Road Warrior turned in a good SA debut, but I probably want to see it again. Brahmari Magic. Look, this thing will be on pace and it'll be hard to get past. It was a good win last start. I think, yeah, they'll be trying to catch it, that's for sure. And the thing that will be jumping out of the ground will be Eureka Rain. It was close up behind it last start. Lindop in cracking form, if you don't mind. Good on you, darling. Admiral's Watch. Probably watch and let it get out. Next 2 starts when you want to start following it, I think. Regensburg, not a hope in hell. Wizard of Goth. Look, it's dropping back from 2000 to 1400. Not a hope in hell. I'll go 7 from 6 and 1. Last race. Look, this I hate staying races, but this thing's intriguing actually. It's not a half bad race. 0 to 75, 22.50. Wing Express. Look, it needs to lift. Can't see it winning. Bacchus Eagle. Look, it's becoming costly, and the punters will be bleeding with this thing. I know I am, and I can't be backing it. It's a place chance. Excuse me. Dara Sands is in pretty good form and look, should be around the mark. The same as La Sarouk. It's had a pretty good prep and it'll be around the mark, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's got its nose in front of the end. My Tika was a good first up run, but look, it's run itself out of form at the moment. I can't have it, not at all. Rolling High, look, hit the line well last start. It'll be finding this harder, that's for sure. Southern Fortunes just battling down in class is the best thing I could say for it. Now this brings me to an interesting run of Sliced. This thing was a plunger last start, $3.50 into $2, and Jesus, did it win like a good thing, or did it win like a good thing? Matty Nielsen was giggling about 600 from home. It was never going to get beat. It's 1B6 and the plunger's come off. I think it can probably go on with it. It's definitely a danger. Just Sue Me, yeah, lightweight chance. Lanarki, it'll be on speed and a lightweight chance, you know. If Libby takes the 1.5 off, 51.5, you know, it's given a little bit of length there. Promotional, look, it's in good form at the moment, and I think if the pace is on, then Lanarki will be no good, but Promotional will be storming home, and yeah, that's probably the one. If the pace is on, Claire will just get this thing home, I'm sure, but I go 8 from 4 and 10. And that's the program in Adelaide. I just want to mention, 2 weeks ago I tipped a couple of horses of Stephen Theodore's, Movie Mogul and Summarise. They both ran on Wednesday at Sandown and both ran crackers. Movie Mogul carried 59, I think, with the top weight. Run 4th, beaten 1.5 lengths. It was a great run behind a couple of promising horses. And Summarise, that was 20 to 1. And Summarise, I was smart enough to bet 10 to 1, and it's bolted in due to a gun ride M. Walker. You beauty. I'll take that 10 to 1. I know all the boys were cheering on the line. That's great stuff. Alright guys, well that's it for me, and I'm not doing this again until the 500th show. Alright, cheers.